Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this episode of Chris's Corner. I will be your host, Chris Corner, and today we're going to do a nice movie review on The Nice Guys. So, on the weekend, I was, doing me, and I went and saw The Nice Guys with Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. And I'd see some advertisements for the movie before it came out, obviously, but I didn't see too much. Like, I don't watch TV, personally. I don't watch TV, so I don't know if there was a lot of commercials on TV. But there wasn't too much advertisement everywhere for it. But I remember when I first saw the trailer, way back when, I can't even remember when I first saw the trailer, but I was really intrigued and wanted to see this movie as soon as I saw the first trailer. Because it was kind of like the buddy cop, but they're not cop movie looking with the, comedy, which is always good. I love buddy cop movies. What's not to love? And I was like, oh, Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling, that's a good, seems like it could be a very good pairing. And you know what? It was. I'm going to try and make this review as spoiler-free as possible, so huzzah! Don't mind me today, guys. I'm a little tired. Crazy day at work. But, so The Nice Guys with Russell Crowe, Ryan Gosling. Honestly, the two had great chemistry in this movie. The two characters played extremely well off of each other. Very good balancing in the character aspect. I mean, Russell Crowe, he's not a PI in this. He's kind of more like an enforcer for hire. So, like at the beginning of the movie, like this young girl hires, this young girl or this young girl's parents or something hire him to beat the shit out of this guy because he's dating their 13-year-old daughter and he's like 30. So, he kind of shows up with brass knuckles and just boom, slams the dude, and that was awesome. So that's kind of Russell Crowe's job. He's not a PI. He kind of just you pay him money and he'll go fuck people up for you. But he's very professional about it. Like he's very calm. He's very collected, and he's really interesting character to watch. And then Ryan Gosling's character, he plays a private investigator, and he's kind of an alcoholic and a little zany, and he's not professional in the least. He's not professional at all. So at the very beginning of the movie, the two of them end up crossing paths. Russell Crowe gets hired to do something to Ryan Gosling. So, and that's hilarious in itself. And then the two of them end up having to kind of work together. And the two of them played so well off of each other. And by the way, this takes place in 1977, so awesome. Even better in LA. You can't go wrong with 1970s LA. And so it was really cool because it was a really interesting story to watch unfold in front of you. There's lots of cool little points, and it's kind of like a little mystery going on. You're kind of trying to figure shit out as you go through. You kind of tie the pieces together of who's doing what and why this is happening, and maybe this could be that. It was very interesting watch. It wasn't too much lowbrow here or anything like that. It was actually quite interesting, and the moments in it that are really funny are really funny. I feel like there was something missing in the story though. There's kind of a few points where I felt like it just kind of stopped. Like it got to a certain point, it just stopped with that and kind of moved on to a little something else. I feel that it kind of missed something there. I feel like there was just a little something missing from the storyline. And I don't think this movie would have done nearly as well if there was anybody else in the lead roles here. I mean, the two actors really carried this movie all the way through, and the way they played off of each other was awesome. And I'd really like to know how much Ryan Gosling kind of ad-libbed or anything, because he was awesome. He was spot on this. He was hilarious. And Ryan Gosling in this movie has a 13-year-old daughter, and a lot of time in these kind of movies when they have a 13-year-old daughter, it's like, oh look, I've been captured. Oh look, blah 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 blah. Actually, she was quite entertaining to watch because she's very very smart girl, very intellectual. And she was very helpful to them in their situation. I mean, she was really kind of a step ahead of the two of them. And she's very interesting, very ended up being a pretty decent part of the story. And it was awesome and played well with the two of them as well. And honestly, she was a great character. So the storyline, ends up getting involved in the porn industry and stuff like that, this and that. It was very interesting. It kind of hit home with a couple of topics that would have been big in the 70s. But no, all in all, I'd give it about 7.5 out of 10. Personally, I'd give it about a 7.5 out of 10. I really did enjoy the movie. I do recommend going to see it in theaters. I saw it in theaters. I do recommend seeing it in theaters. And it's one I would probably pick on Blu-ray. Pick up on Blu-ray. Yeah, words are hard today. Because I feel if you watch this movie more than once, you'll take a little more home from it. I feel, especially after knowing everything that goes on. I mean, I kind of saw the ending coming and this and that, but it was still really good. And kind of more towards the end of the movie, Matt Bomer. If you guys don't know who Matt Bomer is, he's in the latest season of what is it called? American Horror Story Hotel. He's in that. He was in that White Collar show. I'm very impressed. He's pretty good, like a pretty talented actor, and he's a very pretty man. Like I'm a straight man myself, but he's a very pretty man, and I really would have liked to have seen more of his character on screen because he was a badass in this movie, just straight up badass. And I would have liked to seen a little more of that. He was great, and I would have liked to see a little more go on with him. But yeah, all in all, I say go see the movie if you haven't already. I would pay full price to see it again. So, you know, you can go see it on cheap night, as most people go see a movie on cheap night. But I would pay full price to see this movie again. So if you guys have seen it, please let me know what you guys think of the movie. We can hash it out in the comments down below. And let me know if you guys are going to go see it, or what your thoughts or views on this movie are. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching this episode of Chris's Corner. I was your host, Chris Corner. Always, as always, stay awesome, have a great night. And remember, I am a classy broad. And just before I say goodbye, I will do an X-Men review coming up. I haven't had time to go see it yet, but I will go see it. I'm not going to lie, I'm not all that excited to go see it. I know it's good, but I know it's not that good. We'll see. We'll see. Well, thanks, guys, and goodbye.